guys, Sean here. Welcome back to another vlog. Wander down streets of Siem here by the waterfront once again. Probably tell by the ground, we had just a touch of rain about 20 minutes ago. I went to go out. I heard a clap of thunder that about made my heart jump out my throat. I was like, what in the... And then I was like, okay. I looked out, couldn't see. It was just like gray skies. Didn't look awful. I'm like, okay, what's going on here? Then another one hit, and I'm like, okay, this is getting serious. And then suddenly it just went whoosh, downpour. So I'm just going out for a little bit of a walk just to see what life is like out here. And try not to get run over in traffic. I have an appointment at 4. So I've got a little bit of time before then. I have about 45 minutes or so. Thought I'd do a quick walk around and kind of walk that way anyway. So talk with you guys, give you up to date on things, which is about nothing. Nothing major, nothing new, which is perfect for me. I'm trying to think. Yeah, yesterday was good. I enjoyed the movie. Enjoyed my fall. It was so good. I got to do some grocery shopping tonight after I'm done. You know, just little bits and pieces. I've been reorganizing my life at home, as I do. I like my tech and I like things in a certain way, and I've been noticing that my workflow has not been great. So I've been making some plans to make some changes on that stuff. So moving things around. I find that the living room is cooler than my bedroom. And so I end up spending more time there. And I think it's because the bedroom's on the corner, so it gets more of the direct sunlight. Even when I keep the windows open, it's still fairly warm in there. So I thought at first it was my computer, then I thought it was the refrigerator. When I took everything, like shut it all down, it was still hot. So I'm like, okay, this has nothing to do with my stuff. So I pulled my computer out of the bedroom for now. I moved it into the living room so I can play my video games from there. Nice big TV there anyway, so it's just easy. And I can edit my videos from there too. It's easy. And I also swapped out memory. The little mini PC that I was using in the family room, well, I don't need that anymore. So I had more memory on that one. So I just put that in my laptop so that it would have more RAM. You know, just shifting things around. It's like a 5-minute change, but for me it makes a huge difference. If you're wondering why I'm walking on this side of the street, because those pavers are really wet and slippery over there. So I find it just safer for myself. And plus, there's all these really cool little restaurants and stuff around here. I'm sure you can hear that. I don't know if that's moving or if that's just static, but it sounds like the funeral music. I only just started hearing it, but it's not too far from where I live, so I would have thought I would have heard it before now. Odd. Very odd. See, I had some plans for this week that I decided to push back for a little bit. One of the things I was going to do today was go to the botanical gardens because they, with the end of the rainy season, the butterflies are out in full effect. So I really love the butterflies there. So I was like, ooh, I'm going to go. And they were closed today, which is like not the end of the world or anything, but I just have to go tomorrow. So now you get a sneak peek of what maybe will be happening tomorrow. It should be, you know, if you've been on my channel for a while, you know this is not the first time I've gone there. It's like about the 10th. That's what I love the botanical gardens. Okay. I'm looking for a specific coffee shop that I have seen, I've not stopped in yet for. So I figure I can grab myself a quick coffee. I'm not doing a long walk, not a long video or anything today. Honestly, I'm still charging up my batteries still, even though I took a day off and yesterday was kind of chill. still a lot going on. So, you know, I find the hardest thing here is when you're dealing with any issues back home. Being this far away, you really feel isolated. And even though the issue with my family member is calm, everything is good, things have calmed down, everything has been not resolved, but we are in a better understanding of where we stand. So things are not as scary as they were a few days ago. So thankfully, and again, thanks for everybody that sent well wishes there. I appreciate it. But just even if they're not in trouble, just the thought of being here and not being able to, you know, just it drains on you. It does. So, you know, when you want to be, you know, involved, because again, the 12 hours time difference is a big deal. It can be a real big deal. And, you know, because when we talk at night here, it's morning there. And then if anything happens during the day, well, I'm here. I'm sleeping. So, okay, you are cafe. We are here. I can do this. Okay. Hello. Hello, Sister Di. Can I have Americano hot? Yeah, no sugar. I'm just gonna sit here. Is that okay? Yeah, no sugar. I couldn't try. Okay. I could sit inside. Beautiful little area here. But I'm the weirdo that likes outside. Shoot me. But I do. I like to be nearby streets and everything going on, and show you where we're at here. So this is where I'm sitting. A crazy little street over here I quite like. And there's the waterfall and all that right there. Yeah, not so bad. I couldn't run. As per usual, you're given a glass of tea, which I always enjoy. And you start making more of that at home. I have been lax on my tea making. I've been making my coffee in the morning, and that's it. I did make my ginger bug soda. Made a version of a Jamaican ginger beer, and it turned out pretty good. I would definitely change it up for the next time, so I will be doing that. I think I may just restart the whole ginger bug. I'm not sure. There's a couple different variations of ways to make it. I think the one I was making was fine, but I wanted to try another version just to see if it works. But I think the I could. Thank you.
I just can you go right now? Can you pay right now?
Oh yeah. How much do I owe?
5,000 real into that 1.75.
I don't know if they're changing shifts, but I understand. I asked for no sugar, but they gave me one, so I'm using it. So it tastes fine. The ginger is not quite as bold as I would like, so I would up the strength of the ginger next time. The sweetness is a little subtle, which is still fine, but I think I'm going to do. I couldn't run. Thank you. So it was 5,000 real for my coffee. It's $1.25. I was confused when she said 5,000 and $1.75, and I thought, okay, I'm just giving her 20, just to err on the side of caution. I was right. So numbers are not always easily transmittable to folks, so I get it. So anyway, yeah, I think the next one I'll be making will be ginger and pineapple together. I think a bit more lime to get more of a zip out of it. I'm also thinking of adding in some chilies. I am that guy. I like the burn you get with ginger, and I was thinking of adding just a little bit of chili pepper to it. So what I'm going to do is for the next ginger bug, I'm going to film the process with you guys. It's going to take me a week or so maybe to get it going. So, which again, I'm fine with. I got to get some cheesecloth. That's the only thing I need. It's one of the things I didn't have. I think, oh gosh, look at that. That's how you transport your cows. Look at that. I don't seem upset. That lane is very narrow. There you go, let's go. I love this place. Yeah, so I'm figuring like ginger, pineapple, chilies would be a good combo. More lime again. And then, yeah, I'll film it, and I think I'll do two. I think I'll do just a pineapple one or a watermelon. I might just go get a watermelon and some pineapples, and then I'll blend it all up and make it. So make a couple of them. I've gone through about 3/4 of one of the 1.5 liter bottles. I gave the small bottle to Dean. I don't think he's tried it yet. They're going to try it. And there is a so with these sodas, it's not like your regular over-the-counter soda. It has probiotics, and it's a fermented soda. That's why you get the carbon dioxide from the fermentation, right? So you get the natural yeasts from the skin of the ginger, and the lactobacillus is the anyway. What's going on here? Oh, it's overheating again. I find this camera gets warm in the sun here, and it's sitting in the sun, so it just gives me a little bit of we're not transferring any more juice to it while it's hot. I'm like, fine, go ahead. It still records. It does everything it needs to. It just gives me a warning. But yeah, when you're drinking the soda, you have that slight fermented taste to it, which I have no problems with. I don't mind it, even in the slightest bit. I quite like it. It just adds a little depth to the soda. But it's fun. I'm liking the fact that I'm making it. I've gone to pour myself a little cup of it at night, so it's something I can sip on. I drink a lot more water. I stay away from all sugary drinks now with it. I don't know if it's offering me a huge difference in my way of life, but I'm enjoying the adventure with it. But yeah, it's kind of fun. I never thought I'd be making my own fermented sodas, but here I am at 57, learning something new. I'm not going to go as far as making my own kombucha, though. I think that's going a bit too far. I don't like kombucha. I don't like the flavor of it. And I've had it for years, so it's not like it's just a new thing. I don't like the new versions. I just don't like it in general. But everybody has their thing that they like, so I'd say this is like a cross between soda and a kombucha. And it's good enough for me. But something to do. Keeps me out of trouble. When I'm making my breakfast in the morning, I'm babysitting my ginger bug. I have a weird life here. I'm not going to complain. I'm very happy. That's the other thing too. Has been talking with my family about being over here, and everybody is on the same page with me being happier since I've been here, which is very valid because I am. If you don't know my story, I'm just going to do a little quick bit. Grew up in Canada, moved to the United States when I was little, bounced back and forth a few times. I was living in Canada during the pandemic. I'm one of the people that did not adapt well to it. At first I was fine, and then the fear got a hold of me and kind of fucked my head. I live isolated the entire course of the pandemic. So when I moved to Southeast Asia, I don't know why my list decided to show up then. Fun. But when I moved over here, I made a conscious decision that I was going to not mask myself going to be more sociable, walking around people. Didn't really have much choice because there's so many people here. And I was just going to change my lifestyle, which I have done. I've worn masks a couple times when I was sick, or in Bangkok there was a scare one day, and so a lot of folks were masking up, and I'm walking around and everyone was wearing masks. I'm like, I think today's the day I'll put a mask on, which I did for a couple of days, then it cleared off, and I'm like, I still don't know what happened, but I just followed the lead. But yeah, since I've been in Cambodia, my life has changed drastically, and I would say for the better. I am in a much better headspace. I'm much happier. I've had a few setbacks. I'm not going to say life is perfect. Living this far away from friends and family back home can be really, 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 really difficult at times. If you're not used to being alone, if you're not used to being isolated, this might not be for you if you're going to go solo. If you come with somebody, it's a lot easier. But make sure it's somebody you can really handle 24/7, because otherwise it can get awful. But just adapting to a new culture, adapting to a new way of life, adapting to new foods and cuisines, and how things operate. For me, it was an adventure I wanted, and so I don't have any regrets on it. But I know some folks that have come and were of the mindset, I got this is great, and then it fails on them. And I don't fault them for giving up and going back home, and they tried, and that's still better than 90% of the population. I still know folks that are living in the same town 30, 40 years later from when I knew them, and they're content, no intentions of ever leaving, and I don't get that. That's just not me. I'm a wandering nomadic person that has settled down in Siem Reap for some reason. I used to crave new places to move to change my lifestyle. And now I just look for new places to travel to go and explore as an adventure so I can come back home. So I might be that guy that'll be in 30 years, will still be here. And I'll be okay with that. I'm sure Siem Reap will be a much different city by then, but I'm here for all the changes anyway. Anyway, I'm done with my coffee. I'm done with my tea. I'm going to go check out my appointment. I got a little bit of time left, so hope you guys don't mind today. Cheers. If you like the content, please feel free, like, comment, share, subscribe. And as always, if you're still here, so inclined to post a link to another video over here. See you guys soon. Take care, everybody. Bye.